See. Okay. Yeah. So let's have a recap of the formula again. Rule number 1, when it comes to permutation, it is going to be arrangements. Okay, the words that you have to take hints are arranged, placed, positioned, okay, are standing in a line. Idi ellame comes under permutation. Now, what is the base rule of permutation? NPR is equal to n factorial divided by n minus r the whole factorial. Okay, and factorial is expanded as 1 into 2 into 3 so on till the given value of n or r, whichever it is. Now coming to basic rules, np0 is equal to 1, 0 factorial is equal to 1 and np1 is equal to n. Okay. Now let's come to the different models of questions under permutation. The basic certain rules that you have to remember. Number 1, if your number of arrangements and number of objects are equal. Okay, so 6 people are standing in a line. So how many people are there? 6. How many positions are there? 6. So the arrangement and the number of places are equal. So it is NPN. So NPN is given as n factorial. NPN is given as n factorial. So question la arranged irukku, but they have not mentioned how many positions is available. For example, in the question that I told you, there are 6 people standing in a line. So you only know there are 6 people. It is implied that 6 people have 6 positions. Correct? So in that case, it is going to be taken as NPN or n factorial. Okay? Second, before I go to the next point, இதே questionல if the number of arrangements is mentioned, for another example, there are 6 people who are taking 4 seats. Find the number of arrangements possible. 6p 4. Why? Because the number of arrangements is 6, however the number of positions available is only 4, so we are going to do 6p 4. So if the number of positions is mentioned, you will use r. Else r and n will be equal. Clear? So this is the first rule for permutation. Second rule, rule of repetition. If you can repeat the same item while arranging, okay, if you can repeat the same item while arranging, then the rule will be taken as n to the power r. N to the power r. So, in the Mari questions la repetitions will occur. Some models, for example, are they will give you digits are arranged. So, they will use the word with repetition or with duplication. Or they will say the digits are allowed to occur more than once. Allowed to occur more than once. Everything hints towards repetition. Another example is, if I am going to have both selection or arrangement, in the case la irundhalume, if I am going to have question like a person is required to answer 6 questions, each with 2 options. Appo each with 2 options na, option A, option B is repeating in how many places? 6 places. So that is also a rule of repetition only. Okay. So where you see the same number of outcomes is repeating for multiple times, then it is always rule of repetition and we use the formula n to the power r. So in the example where they say a person is required to answer 6 questions, each with 2 options. Upon 1AB, 2AB, 3AB, 4AB. The number of ways in which he can arrange will be, or he can choose to answer, will be what? N to the power r. What is n? The number of outcome per item is n. For one question, you are answering 6 questions. For one value of n, what is the number of outcome? For one question, what is the number of outcome? 2. So n will become 2 and r will become 6. Okay. So do not write it as 6 square. right? So whenever you are looking at repetition rule, you should see for first item, repeat agama ஒரு item மட்டும் இருந்ததுன்னா அதுக்கு how many occurrences are possible. That will become R. Is that clear? Sorry, that will become N. That will become N and total number of items will become R. Am I clear? Third rule. The rule of duplication. Rule of duplication. The rule of duplication will never be mentioned in the question. It will not be said in the question. You have to look at the question to understand whether there is duplication or not. How you can find out? If the objects are given to you, for example, find the arrangement of the word apple. Normally what we will say, how many arrangements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 factorial. However, you should see the items and see if there is a repetition of objects. When there is repetition, divided by the duplication factorial. So divided by 2 factorial. If you have another duplication, again that will get multiplied in the denominator. So how many ever duplications you have, that many times your denominator will have multiplications. Say they can say there are 4 books on management, 3 books on accounts and 2 books on statistics that are arranged. Find the number of ways in which the books can be arranged. Assuming all the books are the same. Assuming all the books are the same. Question la adu kudutangana, it means they are all the same model books. So we can say total arrangement is how many factorial? 4 plus 3, 7 plus 2, 9 factorial. However, divided by the duplication. Okay. Another example. The digits 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6 are arranged. Find the number of arrangements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 factorial by 1 is repeated twice, 2 factorial. 5 is repeated twice, 2 factorial. So the question will not mention about duplication. You have to see the question to find that there is duplication and divided by the number of duplications factorial. Clear? So this is rule number 3, where the objects are identical. Remember, identical. Similar. For example, in the books example, same books in sollalana, you will not assume duplication. Same books are nada, they are identical. If it is not same books, then they are not identical. It can be 2 different books of accounts also. Correct? So you should read the question to find out whether they are identical objects or same objects. In that case, duplication rule will apply. Clear? Okay. Next, circular arrangement. Arrangement of objects in a circle is always given by n minus 1 the whole factorial. N minus 1 the whole factorial. Where if they mention that duplication has to be ignored, or if it is even hinted that duplication has to be ignored. What do you mean by duplication has to be ignored? The same 2 persons cannot occur together, or they can say that a classic example that they will say is a garland is strung with so many number of flowers. A necklace is made with so many number of beads. In the mari example lalla, what happens? Whether you have it clockwise or anti-clockwise, it is immaterial. Correct? So in that case, the number of arrangements, circular arrangements will be n minus 1 factorial divided by 2. Okay? Or they will mention that duplication or the repetition of items on the same side has to be ignored. ஏதாவது ஒரு hint questionல mention ஆயிருக்கும். In that case, you will use the rule of n minus 1 factorial divided by 2. If the question is silent, If it is garlands or necklace, na default do n minus 1 factorial divided by 2. However, if it is arrangement of people, if the question is silent, na do only n minus 1 factorial. Do not do divided by 2. Okay. So when I say garlands, beads, necklace, in the mari, anything, any object where you feel the, if you put it the other way around, like a bracelet, if you put it other way around also, it doesn't impact. அப்படின்ற மாதிரி இருக்கிற scenariosலாம், you can do n minus 1 factorial divided by 2 default. You need not worry about the question itself. Next, the block rule. Next comes the block rule. Items always coming together. Where number of items always appear together, always seated together. Correct? The together, appearing together, we call it as the block rule. So how to identify the block rule? For block rule, the number of factorials that you need to take is going to be slightly different. Say for example, if I have say A, B, C, D, E, of which I say C and D should always occur together. So the number of arrangements will be, this I call it as block, one block. Okay, the number of arrangements will be n minus block plus 1 factorial into block factorial. How? N 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 minus 2 plus 1. 5 minus 2 plus 1 is 3 plus 1, 4 factorial into block. The block has how many items? Okay. Logically, A, B, C, D is one group, E. So total 4 factorial into 2 factorial for C, D. So instead of giving it to you as a logic, I am just giving it to you as a formula for easier remembrance. Whichever way you are comfortable, you can use this. Now, if you have more than one block, for example, A, B, C, D, E are, okay, let's take the example of that books that we discussed, that's easier. 3 maths books, 2 accounts books and 4 economics books are arranged together. Okay. Now, find the number of arrangements if accounts book and maths book should always come together. Economics books can be scattered, but accounts and maths should always come together. If it is like that, then what we will do? First, block rule. Totally what is n? 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 4, 9. Minus, let's take block 1. Block 1 is how much? 3 plus 1. இதே process block 2 ku repeat பண்ணுங்க. For block 2 how much? Minus 2 plus 1. For every block 1 plus 1 will be added. Remember that. Okay. Then so this factorial is done. Now come to block factorial. First block 3 factorial, second block 2 factorial. So what is the answer? 9 minus 3, 6, 7. 7 minus 2, 5. 5 plus 1, 6. 4 plus 2, 6. So 6 factorial into 3 factorial into 2 factorial. Okay. So how many ever blocks are there? That many times you have to do minus block value plus 1. So at the number of times plus 1 should come. That is what you have to remember. Okay. So this is the block rule where items have to always occur together is mentioned. Remember, block rule, repetition rule, idhula edhula venalu duplication can come. So duplication question may not occur separately always. In any question, this duplication scenario can come. For example, are arranged together. These numbers are arranged. Find the probability that 1 and 4 will always occur together. So how will you write this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 minus 2 plus 1 factorial into 2 factorial, but that is not where your answer will stop. We know there is a duplication divided by 2 factorial for the duplication. Duplication does not occur independently in a question always. It will come clubbed or combined with other questions. You have to look out for duplication rule. Okay? Got it? So these are the rules for permutations. Clear? Now shall we go to the combinations basic rules? So clear with permutation rules? Yes. Now let's get to the rules of combinations. Number 1. What is the primary differentiation between permutation and combination? Permutation includes arrangement, combination excludes arrangement. So if the question speaks only about selection, taken, chosen, okay, if these words are present with no reference to arranging, then it is mere combinations. Number of ways in which it can be selected, number of ways it can be taken, number of ways it can be answered, number of ways it can be chosen. So in the choose, select, in the word alla vandaduna, definitely it is combinations. What is the rule? NCR is equal to n factorial divided by n minus r the whole factorial into r factorial. So in a nutshell, I can say that NCR is equal to NPR divided by R factorial. NPR divided by R factorial. Okay? So basic rules, NCR is equal to NPR by R factorial. NC1 is equal to N and NCN minus 1 is also equal to N. NC1 is equal to N and NCN minus 1 is also equal to N. So if I say 5C1, 5. 5C4, okay. So 7C6, 7. So NCN minus 1 and NC1 will always be equal to N. Next, NCX is equal to NCN minus X. NCX is equal to NCN minus X, which means in combinations, the value of R and N will be complementing each other here. So if I say 10C7, the result will be equal to 10 minus 7, which is 10C3. Okay? Or 7C5 will be equal to 7C2. Okay? So this rule will be applicable. Last, NC0 is equal to 1 and NCN is also equal to 1. Clear? Now coming to the patterns of combinations. First, basic rule of combination we know. Selected, chosen, we can use the same. Second question will be, we have already what we have seen under permutation, where repetition is allowed. What formula we need to take? N to the power R. For example, an examiner chose to attend 6 questions. The number of ways in which he can attend is. So there it is only chose to attend. So there you should not do permutation, you should do combination and a formula. In a formula, n to the power. Okay? Right? Now come to the exclusive combination patterns. First one, if sum always included. If some items are always included. So always included means what? Say, let's take an example to understand it. If there are 3 ladies and 4 gentlemen, of which a group of 3 members have to be formed. A group of 3 persons have to be formed. Find the number of ways if one lady is always included. One lady is always included. Now what happens here? If it is always included, you are going to have that person always in the list. So when you are going to do the selection, I am not going to do the selection for that one person. So n also you will subtract. Okay. So totally how many people are there? 7 people. 7 minus 1? 6. Out of which I need how many? 3 kadayadu. It is 2. So the rule is given as n minus I C R minus I. N minus I C R minus I. Okay. Now if I say always excluded, then that one person will never be taken for that selection, that one or how many ever persons. So the rule will be n minus E for exclusion, C R. N minus E C R. So some always included na n minus 1 I C R minus I. Always excluded means n minus E C R. The next rule is always repeated under combinations. Rule of AND or OR. Find the number of ways in which 2 ladies and one man is selected. So AND means what symbol we need to do? We need to multiply the result. And whenever we use OR condition, we used to add the result. Again, in the particular condition will not come independently. It can come combined in any of the situations. OR means you need to always add, AND means you need to always multiply. Fourth one, the rule of groups. If a set of items are to be split into groups, okay, if a set of identical objects are to be split into groups, identical or non-identical, how many ever. Say there are 10 people who are to be divided into 2 groups. So if I am going to give you 10 persons, 2 groups, which means either 2 equal groups or probably I can take a group of 6 or 4. Example, if the question says into groups of 6 members and 4 members, then what is the number of ways in which the total arrangement can be made? The total arrangement, if X and Y items are to be split in the groups of A and B. So total number of items here is how much? 10 factorial divided by groups factorial, 6 factorial and 4 factorial. Okay. So they can say if 10 boys and 5 girls are to be split into 3 groups of 5 members each. So 10 boys, 5 girls. Number of groups is 3 groups. So what we will do? 10 plus 5, 15 factorial by 3 groups na 5 members each. So each group we need to take it as 5 factorial, 5 factorial, 5 factorial. Or 5 factorial the whole cube. That And the last one, if they use the number of ways in which one or more items can be selected. If they use the word more than one or more items can be selected. So one or more na, we will say NC1 plus, NC2 plus NC3, so on till NCN. Or condition nala plus. Instead of doing all this together or all this separately and adding, the shortcut formula is 2 to the power n minus 2 to the power n minus 1. Okay, so these are the basic formulae under combinations. Now when we do the questions, if I feel some other formula will also be helpful, I will give you additional formula if required. Okay, so clear with these basic rules? Quickly run through once, we will start with the questions. So I have not split as permutations, combinations questions. Like how you will look at it in the exam only, we will look. You will have to look at the question and say whether it is permutation or combination and accordingly choose the answer. Shall we start? Question number 1. In how many ways the letters of the word answer can be arranged such that the vowels are always together? So always together means, first question, is it permutation or combination? Permutation. The word arranged is present. Second question, always together abdina in a rule. Block. Okay, apply the block rule. So the word is answer and the vowels should always appear together. So the two vowels are A and E. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 minus 2 plus 1 the whole factorial into 2 factorial. And do we have any repetitions? No. Or duplications? No. 5 factorial into 2 factorial, which is 120 into 2. 240 ways. 240 ways. Clear? Next. In how many ways can the letters of the word section be arranged so that no two vowels are together? So this is again a point that I wanted to imply. No two vowels are together. So we will add it to that formula segment. You can write when it is given as no two vowels are together. Is to add it. No two items together. So what formula you can use? Kanna mudit, you can use the formula n minus 2 factorial into n minus 3 factorial divided by 2. N minus 2 factorial into n minus 3 factorial divided by 2. So no two vowels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items are there. How many? அது எவ்வளவு இருக்கு கவலையப்படாதீங்க. No two are together. கரெக்டா? So அதுல 3 vowels இருந்தாலும் சரி 4 vowels இருந்தாலும் சரி, don't even worry about it. Just apply the formula. Section. So you can write how many items are there and how many letters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 minus 2, 5 factorial into n minus 3. 7 minus 3, 4 factorial divided by 2. Irrespective of how many items are there, this formula will apply. for when I say no two vowels, no two items occurring together. Okay. Some questions they will say no two items occurring together. First and last should not occur together. Okay, and wherever they say two items not coming together in the formula, okay. Do we have any duplication here? No, we don't have, so we don't have to worry. So answer is okay, directly given. 5 factorial into 4 factorial divided by 2. Next, in how many ways can 6 cars be parked in 8 vacant parking lots? Six cars parked in 8 vacant parking lots. Parked is also equivalent to arrangement, correct? So,
into 6.
ரொம்ப யோசிக்கவே வேண்டாம். அரேஞ்ச்மெண்ட் 8 பிளேஸ் இருக்கு, எத்தனை கார் இருக்கு? 6 கார் இருக்கு. So rule of arrangement என்னது? Permutation rule. So directly we can do 8p6. இப்போ நீ 8c6 into 6 factorial னு சொன்னதும் அதேதான் 8p6 தான். NCR into R factorial is nothing but NPR. Correct? So directly you can do 8p6. So 8p6, if you do not have the answer directly here, so which is the option suitable here? 8c6 into 6 factorial, because NPR is equal to NCR into R factorial. We saw the formula, correct? NCR is equal to NPR divided by R factorial. So R factorial on the other side, it becomes multiplication.
NCR is equal to NPR into R factorial.
No, you take NPR by R factorial.
Oh, correct.
NCR is equal to NPR by R factorial, or NPR is equal to NCR into R factorial. Now here we are doing 8p6, which will be equal to 8c6 into 6 factorial. Okay. Next. In how many ways can 10 letters be posted into 4 different letter boxes? Think.
4 to the power 10.
Here it is 10 letters and 4 boxes. Do we have identical objects or not? Are they identical? Yes. So identicality vandadunave repetition rule. Okay, when it is identical items, then it is what? Repetition rule, n to the power r. இப்போ ரெண்டு நம்பர் இருக்கு, 10 இருக்கு, 4 இருக்கு. இதுல what is n? What is r? That is what we have to think. Now, 10 letters can be posted. So, just to think, for one letter, how many options I have? 4. So, what is n?
4.
Okay, so your answer will be n to the power r, 4 to the power 10. 4 to the power 10. Clear? Next. How many 4-digit numbers can be formed using the digits 0 to 7 if no digit is to occur more than once? So, is duplication allowed? Duplication or repetition, it is not allowed. Now, 0 to 7, I want to form a 4-digit number. Ideally, what we will say, 0 to 7, how many numbers are there? 8 numbers are there, of which how many digits I want? Arrangement or selection? A number has to be formed. So, shuffling is possible. Shuffling is possible means it is arrangement. Normally, my answer will be 8p4. But inge, I cannot do 8p4 directly because 0 is appearing as one of the digits. So, can 0 come in the first place? No. 0 cannot come in the first place. So, for the first place, how many options we have?
7.
7. 1 to 7. So 7 options we have. And now for the balance 3 places, club it together. For the balance 3 places, one number is out. Out of total 8 numbers, one number is gone. I am left with 7 more numbers and I have how many places? 3. 7 into 7p3. நீங்க இல்லனா எப்படி பண்ணுவீங்கன்னா 7 into 7c3 into 4 factorial பண்ணுவீங்க. அதே ஆன்சர் தான்.
இதுல வந்து இங்க மட்டும் 7 போட்டுட்டு மீதில into 7 into 6 into 5.
அரேஞ்ச்மென்ட் தானே. 7 into 6 into 5 பண்றீங்க. 7 into 6 into 5 is nothing but NPR. 7p3. Anyways, see இந்த மாதிரி questionல how you arrive at the answer is not important. Logic புரியுதா? That is more than enough. If you are comfortable with your logic, then work out with that logic. If you are not comfortable, follow the formula.
1470.
1470. Next, try question number 6, 7 and 8. Go ahead, try question number 6, 7 and 8. How many digits between 4000 and 5000 can be formed using the digits 2 to 8 when any digit can occur any number of times? So 2 to 8 na 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Totally 7 numbers we have and any number of times any digit can occur. So between 4000 to 5000 na how many places? 4 places. Now 4 places I can have any number of times any digit occurring. So ideally, normally if you look at the rule of repetition, 7 numbers are there. For each number, how many places are available? 4. So normally, we will 4 to the power 7. Correct? But here, the only restriction is the digits have to be between 4000 and 5000, which means starting number has to be 4 or
5. More than 4.
Only 4. It cannot be 4 or more than 4 because between 4000 and 5000 கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. So it can only be 4001 to 4999. So starting number ஒரு option தான் இருக்கு. Only one number is possible. Into now balance how many places are there? 3 places are there. Okay, for the 7 numbers which can repeat any number of times. 3 places are there for 7 numbers which can repeat any number of times. Now tell me the answer. 3 power
7.
3 places for each number to the whole power 6 or 7.
No, it can be repeated.
The number 4 can also be repeated. So answer is 3 power 7, not 3 power 6. Repetition illana 3 power 6 நம்ம rule வேற. இது repetition இருக்கு. So 3 to the power 7. So 3 power 7 is how much? Two 2187. Okay. Here they have given the answer for non-repetition. It is actually printing mistake in the question. Right? One minute. Yeah. Next one. In how many ways can a group of 160 people be divided into 3 groups of 80, 50 and 30?
No, last question 1 into 7 into 7 into 7.
என்னமா?
அது ரிப்பீட் ஆகிறதுனால 7 into 7 into 7.
2 digits, 1 minute. There are 3 positions. Okay. For each number, how many positions are available? 3 positions are available. Correct? For each number 3 positions are available. Na? 3 dane n. Correct? ஒரு நம்பருக்கு எவ்வளவு position available? 3 positions are available. Say for example, இப்போ 4 னா ஒரு நம்பர் எடுத்துக்கிட்டேன்னா 444 வரலாம். So I can have a number as 4444. So for each number 3 positions are available. So therefore 3 to the power 7. Okay. Next. In how many ways a group of 160 people can be divided into 3 groups of sizes 50, 30 and 80? Grouping rule. Totally 160 factorial by 80 factorial, 50 factorial, 30 factorial. Okay, none of these. The total number of 8-lettered arrangement using all of the words of geometry is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8. 8 factorial by 2 factorial because E is repeated. So 8 factorial by 2 factorial. Option D. Next. In how many ways can 12 books be divided into 3 boys equally? Grouping rule. 12 factorial by 3 boys. Abdina, for per person, how many items I need? So 12 factorial by 4 factorial, 4 factorial, 4 factorial. 4 factorial the whole cube. Option D. 4 factorial, 12 factorial by 4 factorial the whole cube. Got it? Same model, 10th one. In how many ways can the books be divided into 3 equal parcels? 12 factorial by 3 equal parcels. Abdina? 4 items per parcel. So 4 factorial the whole cube. Next. A man has 6 friends whom he wants to invite for a party. The number of ways in which he can invite at least one of them. At least one. One or more. One or more can a rule. 2 power n minus 1. Directly you can take. He has 6 people. So 2 power n is 2 power 6 minus 1. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. 64 minus 1, 63. So இதுக்கெல்லாம் நீங்க டைரக்ட் ரொம்ப உட்கார்ந்து கால்குலேட்டே பண்ண வேணாம். Apply the formula, just go ahead. Okay? Next, a man has 6 friends. The number of ways in which he can invite at least 3 of them. At least 3 na 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. Or condition means what? We need to add. So 6C3 or 6C4 or 6C5 or 6C6. Four into 5. 20 plus 15 plus 6C5 is 6 plus 35 46 41 illa 42 42 42. Next. 10 teams participate in a cricket tournament. Every team plays exactly once with other team. Total number of matches played. 10 teams participate. Every team plays with every other team. So per match, how many teams we need? 2 teams we need. How many teams we have?
10.
Answer another. 10C? 10C? 2. I have 10 teams. Each team plays exactly one opponent. Can they play their own team? They can't. So repetition kadayadu. So there are 10 teams, out of which I have to select 2 teams per match. So how many ways are there? 10C, 2. 10 factorial by 2 factorial into 8 factorial. 45. Right? 14th one. How many ways in which 6 boys and 6 girls who are on a picnic sit around a campfire? Around is arrangement in a such that no 2 girls sit adjacent to each other.
N-1 factorial.
That is when it is straight arrangement. This is circular arrangement. Okay. N-1 factorial by 2 sonningla. Okay. Okay. But they are saying no 2 girls sit together. So no 2 girls sitting together means here I have to split the boys and the girls. Correct? Now for boys, what is the number of arrangement? Here look, if you just understand it, then the same formula you can apply clearly. No 2 girls sitting together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If these 6 are boys, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will be girls. Correct? Correct? So in that case, for boys I have 6 places, for girls I have 6 places. Right? Now what happens here? The boys can sit in how many ways? Circle left. N-1 factorial. So 6 minus 1, which is 5 factorial. So for boys it is 5 factorial. Same way, for girls it is N-1 factorial. For girls also it is 5 factorial. Okay, so answer is 5 factorial into 5 factorial. This is applicable only when the number of boys and girls are equal. Appdi equal illa appadina, this will not apply, but they will not test you unequal proportions in circular permutation. They will test you only in lines, straight line combinations. 15th one. In how many ways can 17 different color flowers be strung on a garland? 17 minus 1, N-1 factorial by 2. 16 factorial by 2. Next. If all possible 4-digit numbers are formed using 2, 3, 4 and 5 without repetition, are arranged in the order of their increasing magnitude, then the position of the number 5, 2, 3, 4 is. So this is that in your practice also you would have learnt a dictionary question. Arrangement of the word, where will it appear in the order of the dictionary, ranking on the dictionary. So அந்த மாதிரி question இது, ranking question. Okay, first thing, if all numbers are formed, so 2, 3, 4, 5 is formed without repetition, means how many arrangements are possible? 4 numbers are there. 4 numbers are arranged. Abdina 4p4 or 4 factorial, which is 24 ways. Now they are asking the arrangement of the number 5, 2, 3, 4. 5, 2, 3, 4. Now how do we do this ranking concept here? The numbers given to us are 2, 3, 4, 5. The numbers are 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, first what we need to see, what is the rank order of the items available for us? Put it in the ranking order. ranking order can be in the number order or it can be alphabets na alphabetical order la ranking கொடுக்கலாம். Now இங்க number order ல கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா ranking order பாத்தீங்கன்னா 4th rank, 1st rank, 2nd rank, 3rd rank. Okay, now go position wise. First position is taken by which rank? 4th rank. 4th rank object which has taken the first place, which means first the numbers that will be skipped will be first 3 rank level numbers are all going to be skipped. So how many permutations will get skipped?
3.
Only 3?
18.
How?
2 ஆரம்பிச்சா 6.
அப்படி பண்ணா கால்குலேட் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க டேபிள்ல.
2ல ஆரம்பிச்சா 16 சொல்லுது. So 2 3 4ல 6 6 6 18.
Okay, very simple. There are 3 items which would have been the starting point. If I have to understand it as a logic, then 2 la ஆரம்பிச்சதுனா there would be 1 2 3 positions which are vacant. Correct? 3 numbers can arrange in how many ways? 3 factorial ways. Correct? So the number of times in which your ranks would have been skipped will be totally how many positions got skipped? 3. And how many places are available? 3 places. So 3 factorial into 3. 3 factorial into 3. 3 factorial into 3. So which is how many places are skipped? 18 places gone. So your first positioning is going to start from the 19th place. Okay. So இப்போ 18 places முடிஞ்சாச்சு. அடுத்த நம்பருக்கு வாங்க. So first position is sorted. First place is sorted. Second place க்கு வாங்க. Which number is taking second place? First rank is taking second place. So first rank எடுத்ததுனா problem கிடையாது. Leave it as it is. Next. Now first rank is already gone. So the next number available is second rank number. Second rank number is taking the next position. So do we have anything that will come before? Not possible. So the last position is taken by the balance figure. Suppose if this order was changed, suppose if this was 2 3 1 or 3 2 1 அந்த மாதிரி இருந்ததுனா again your numbers will get added. Okay, so here the answer will be 19th position in the ranking order. Okay, 19th position in the ranking order. Before we go to the other questions, so answer is 19th position in the ranking order. Same model, let's try question number 20, then we will come to the balance. Idhe ranking arrangement question. All letters of the word stream are taken and permuted. Find the words thus obtained are arranged in alphabetical order as in a dictionary. The rank of the word master is. Okay. So let's put the words first. S-T-R-E-A-M. Now, they are asking the rank of the word M-A-S-T-E-R. Now, let's see what is the ranking order. A takes the first rank, alphabetical order, then E, followed by M takes the third position, R will take the fourth, S will take the fifth, and T will take the sixth. So now position by position we are going to go and do the separation. Okay. Now first position, which number is coming? 3. Third, 3 rank. 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 alphabet is only coming in the first position, which means முதல்ல எந்த ரெண்டு alphabet போயாச்சு, first two alphabets are gone. So 2 into 1 2 3 4 5 places are there. 5 places are there. The first position விட்டுட்டீங்கன்னா how many remaining places are there? 5 places are there. 5 places, how many factorial? 5 factorial. So 2 into 5 factorial. So 120 into 2. First place ke 240 positions out. Correct? So 240 positions are lost for the first place. So 241 la the M series will start. Clear? Now come to second position. Do we have, what is the order? First number, first letter is only coming, so no problem, you can skip 0. Third position. இதுக்கு அடுத்த ஐடியலா number 2 வந்ததுனா problem இல்ல. But what is coming? 5 is coming. So what are all skipped before? 4 skip ஆகல. Already ரெண்டு letter விட்டு முடிஞ்சிருச்சு. What is skipped? 1 2 no, how many is skipped? 1 2 3 4 5. இதுதான் வேணும் நமக்கு. இதுல 3 already got the position, 1 already got the position. How many are left? 2 items are left before in the ranking order. So again 2 into, how many positions are left out? 3 positions are left out. TER, 3 positions are left out. So 2 into 3 factorial. 2 into 3 factorial, which is 612. Now come to fourth position. Fourth position என்ன நம்பர் இருக்கு? 6 இருக்கு. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 ல 1 போயாச்சு, 3 போயாச்சு, 5 போயாச்சு. 2 or 4 should have come before. So 2 into, balance how many places are left? 2 places are left, 2 factorial. So 2 into 2 factorial.
Here and out the meeting. Another now.
2 into 2 factorial. So 2 into 2, 4. Correct? சொல்லுமா? 3 வராது. ஏனா 6th position, 7 and 8 is only balance left, no 2 factorial. Now here 1 2 3 4 5 6 la 1 is already taken, 3 is already taken, 5 is already taken. We are only left with 4 and 6. Sorry, 2 and 4. 6 தானே நமக்கு வேணும். 2 and 4 is only left. So far done? Now can we go to the fifth position? Fifth position, what number is coming? 2 is coming. 2 க்கு முன்னாடி என்னது? 1 already taken. So அப்போ இது ஒன்னு தான் வர முடியும். ஆப்ஷன் கிடையாது. So nil. அப்போ last one, sixth position, balance இருக்கிறது அது ஒன்னு தான். வேற 6 last position you can anyway do no changes. இருக்கிறத தான் எடுத்துக்கணும். So total 256. 256 positions are gone. Appo which will be the word master? எப்பவுமே once the number of item positions are gone, you have computed, na, +1 will be the given word in the rank order. So 257th position. ஆப்ஷன்ல ரெண்டுமே இருந்ததுனா ஆன்சர் தப்பா சூஸ் பண்ணிராதீங்க. 256 257 ரெண்டும் இருந்ததுனா don't choose it wrongly. 257 will be the correct answer here, +1 in the ranking order. So are you clear with how ranking system works? Yes? Okay. So let's go ahead and do question 17, 18, 19. Please try. Okay, 17th one. In how many ways can a delegation of 6 members be formed from 6 ladies and 5 gentlemen if it has to comprise exactly 3 ladies and 3 gentlemen? 6C3 into 5C3, which is 200. 18th. Pankaj is attempting a question paper containing of 6 questions. each having five choices. Repetition. The number of ways in which he can attempt an entire paper if he is making the answer at random is 5 power 6 or 6 power 5. 5 power 6. So the number of options per question is 5. 5 to the power 6. Good. 19th. If all the letters of the word triangle are taken and permuted, then the number of words arrangements in which there is a vowel against every other constant. So let's first see how many vowels and how many constants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8 la 3 vowels and 5 constants. Correct? Yes. The ideally total number of arrangements, how much you will say? 5 plus 3, 8 factorial by remove the duplication, you only have a as the duplication, which is 2 factorial. So this is the ideal number of arrangement. Now they are asking you the number of arrangements in which there is a vowel against every other constant. So vowel against every constant means either before or after the vowel there should be a constant. Or sorry, either before or after the constant there should be a vowel. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now if the possible way in which I can arrange this is constant, constant, constant. Okay, so vowel, I will have vowel and vowel. So last two has to be consecutive constants. Yes. So now what happens here? Vowel has to take which place? 3 places. 3 places separately or 3 places together? Not together. So what we can do here is, you can do it in this rule where vowels should not appear together. No 2 vowels are together. Answer not coming. Parvala. No 2 vowels are together. That rule you can follow. No 2 vowels are together. Now what is the rule? N minus 2 factorial. So 8 minus 2, 6 factorial into 5 factorial divided by 2 factorial. Actually divided by 2 already varum. As per the formula itself, it is n minus 3 factorial into n minus 2 factorial divided by 2. Again divided by 2 factorial because we have repetition. So what is the answer? 720 into 120 by 4. Okay. Right? Actually அவங்க கொடுத்திருக்கிற ஆன்சர் எல்லாமே வந்து இந்த வேர்டுக்கு இல்ல 8 ஃபேக்டோரியல் ரூல்ல கொடுக்கல, அவங்க 6 ஃபேக்டோரியல் ரூல்ல கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. அதனால வந்த இஷ்யூ. Okay, ignore the options. 1 or 2 questions when see, we take it from the scanner. Sometimes the options are misprinted in the scanner also. Okay, clear with the rule? Okay, so next question. 20th we have already completed. 21. How many number of numbers can be formed using the digits without repetition so that the even digits always occupy even places? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 digits are there, so 9 places. Now how many, what is the rule? Will you do it 9 factorial directly? No, because even digits have to occupy even places they have mentioned. Let us first fill that. 6, 4, 4, 4, 2. There are 2, 3, 5 even numbers which have to occupy the even places. Let's check. How many places are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 places are there. Now, the even places are 4 places only are even. However, I have 5 even numbers in the question. Appo 5 even numbers, 4 places. 5p4. arrangement 5p4 and okay, now arrangement is completed for how many places? 4 places. Balance how many places are left? 5 places for which the remaining numbers can arrange in 5 factorial base. NPN 5 factorial base. The whole divided by duplications. எதெல்லாம் duplication இருக்கு? சொல்லுமா?
3 factorial.
3 factorial for 4.
And the 5 places we only have 3 numbers.
3 numbers இல்ல 4 numbers தானே இருக்கு. So 5p4. You're asking for odd. No, there will be one even number left out. No. There are totally 5 even numbers. Adla 4 even numbers only will take the even places. There will be one even number which will sit in the odd place.
So we can do it.
We have to do it. We don't have an option because the numbers are like that. Okay. Divided by
3 factorial into 2 factorial.
For 3 it is 2 factorial. For 5 2 factorial. For 4 it is 3 factorial. So 3 factorial into 2 factorial into 2 factorial. So which is 5p4 is 5 into 5 factorial is 120 divided by 6 into 2 into 2. Sorry, 5p4 is 5 factorial by 5 minus 4. Answer is 5 factorial. Right? 120. 5c4. Sorry. $600 base. 600 base. Got it? And the last question. In how many ways can 3 prizes, each having first, second, third position, be given to 4 boys and each boy is eligible to receive more than 1 prize? 4 boys, 3 prizes. So 1 boy can receive more than 1 prize. Na repetition rule. So one boy ku ethana prize option irukku? 3 options. So 3 to the power 4. This is normal. But they are saying 3 prizes having 4 positions each. Appo totally how many prizes are there? 3 into 4, 12 prizes are there. 3 prizes having 4 positions each. So 3 into 4, totally 12 prizes are there given to 4 boys. Adhe rule dano. Appo number of prizes available is 12. N is equal to 12. Answer is 12 to the power 4. 12 to the power 4. Okay, actually 12p4. 12 to the power 4. Okay, so this summarizes our discussion on permutations in total. Now here, okay, before I do this, in the question there is one more twist. There is one more way of testing this question itself. Each having first, second, third, fourth positions, where it is given to be given to 4 boys, where the positions cannot be repeated by the boys. Then what will be the scenario? Say for example, I can get all the 3 prizes also, but I can't be the gold medalist, I can't be the silver medalist, I can't be the bronze medalist. So if the question says that the positions cannot be repeated, inga question silent irukku, so we assumed it can be repeated. But if the question says it cannot be repeated, So which means first price there are 4 positions. Second price there are 4 positions, and third price there are 4 positions. Now first price the boy, so there are 4 boys. Let's go individually. One boy can get all the 3 prizes also, but can he get all the 4 positions? No, he can get only 1 position out of 1 prize. Correct? So can you tell me the total number of permutations in that case? Think. So if the question says that the positions cannot be repeated, however, any boy can take any prize, any number of prizes அப்படின்னா, even if the boys can take any number of prizes, since the position cannot be repeated, repetition rule will not apply. So I have totally how many positions? 12 positions, out of which I have to give it to 3 boys. Correct? So answer is 12C, sorry, 4 boys. 4 boys thane idhula. 4 boys. So answer is 12C, 4. Okay? So into 3 factorial ye marano. Because so 12C4 is the selection. Now remember, each boy can take either first prize or the second prize or this third prize. So into 3 factorial. Okay. So in the question, if you do not have the option for with repetition rule, option illana, this is examination tip. Sometimes namma or assumption la work பண்ணுவோம், ஆனா அந்த assumption க்கு answer இருக்காது. So you have to test the other assumption and see if that option is available. See, it is all about how the words are interpreted. You can interpret it differently, but examiner would have given a different interpretation. So if you feel your interpretation answer is not there, ma'am, na podra logic answer varla, with repetition pota answer varla, without repetition try pannunga. Okay, so these ways only you can take your best possible result out of the available options. Okay, so in this case, if I assume it as without repetition of positions, then answer will be 12C4 into 3 factorial. Got it? Yes? Right. So now that is given. Now that we have completed permutation and combinations with respect to our practice questions. Any doubts with the basic concepts? I hope you are now fairly clear with overall patterns under permutation and combinations. Anywhere, any doubts? Clear? Right.